of a triangle. The definition of median of a triangle. The segment joining a vertex and the midpoint of the side opposite to it is called a median of the triangle. The segment joining a vertex and the midpoint of the side opposite to it is called a median of the triangle. In this figure, point D is the midpoint of side BC. Point D is the midpoint of side BC. Therefore, segment AD is the median of triangle ABC. Is one of the medians. Segment AD is the median of triangle ABC. Activity 1. Draw a triangle ABC. Draw medians AD, BE and CF of the triangle. Let their point of concurrence be G, which is called the centroid of the triangle. Compare the lengths of AD and GD with a divider. Verify that the length of AG is twice the length of GD. Similarly, verify that the length of BG is twice the length of GE and the length of CG is twice the length of GF. Hence, note the following property of medians of a triangle. The point of concurrence of medians of a triangle divides each median in the ratio 2:1. Two parts towards the vertex and one part towards the base. The point of concurrence of medians of a triangle divides each median in the ratio 2:1. Here in this figure, G is the point of concurrence of medians of triangle ABC and it divides each median in the ratio 2:1. The median BE is divided into ratio 2:1. Two parts towards the vertex and one part towards the base. Similarly, AD is the median and the point of concurrence G divides the median in the ratio 2:1. So, two parts towards the vertex and one part towards the base. Now here, if you take CF as the third median, the point of concurrence of the medians G divides this median in the ratio 2:1. Two parts towards the vertex and one part towards the base. Now, activity 2. Draw a triangle ABC on a cardboard. Draw its medians and denote their point of concurrence as G. Cut out the triangle. Now take a pencil. Try to balance the triangle on the flat tip of the pencil. The triangle is balanced only when the point G is on the flat tip of the pencil. This activity shows an important property of the centroid, that is, the point of concurrence of the medians of the triangle. The point of concurrence of the medians is otherwise called the centroid. It is denoted by the letter G. This activity shows an important property of the centroid, that is, point of congruence of the medians of the triangle. Property of median drawn on the hypotenuse of right angle. Look at this activity. Look at figure 3.35. Triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. Measure of angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Segment BD is the median on the hypotenuse. One median is shown in this figure. Segment BD. Segment BD is the median on the hypotenuse. It is drawn on the hypotenuse. From the opposite vertex. Segment BD is the median on the hypotenuse. Measure the lengths of the following segments. If you are going to measure these lengths, AD, DC and BD, you will be getting it to be same, one and the same. Because D is the midpoint of AC, D is the midpoint of AC. So AD will be equal to DC. Suppose if you take AD as 6 centimeters, DC will be 6 centimeters and BD also will be, if you go to measure, it will be 6 centimeters. But the total length of AC is 12 centimeters. So from the measurements we can verify that if you measure BD, it also will be 6 centimeters. So if you go to verify that, BD will be equal to half of AC. BD will be equal to half of AC. We can write it as half of AC. We can write BD as half of AC because BD is 6 centimeters, AC is 12 centimeters. So we can frame an equation like this. BD is equal to half of AC. So what is BD here? BD is the median. And what is AC here? AC is the hypotenuse of this triangle, right angle triangle. So the length of the median will be equal to half of the length of the hypotenuse. BD is equal to half of AC, we have verified. So now the length of the median will be half of the length of the hypotenuse. So we are going to prove this property now. Let us prove the property. The length of the median is half of the length of the hypotenuse. Half the length of the hypotenuse. The length of the median is half the length of the hypotenuse. We are going to prove. So, in a right angle triangle, the length of the median of the hypotenuse is half the length of the hypotenuse. We are going to prove this theorem. So, now we are making a construction. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degrees we are taken. So, we are taking a right angle triangle ABC in which measure of angle B is equal to 90 degrees. And we are taking segment BD to be the median. We have to prove BD is equal to half of AC. The length of the median on the hypotenuse is half the length of the hypotenuse we have to prove. The length of the median on the hypotenuse is half the length of the hypotenuse. So we have to prove BD is equal to half of AC. Here BD is the median, AC is the hypotenuse. So we have to prove BD is equal to half of AC. And we are constructing, there is a construction. Take point E on the ray BD such that D lies between B and E and length of BD is equal to length of D. Draw segment EC. So we are making the construction. And the proof is not given in detail here. I will be explaining the proof. You have to understand and write. Here main steps are only given. Write the steps in between with reasons and complete the proof. The complete proof is not given. We have to write the steps in between with reasons. They are only given a gist of it. They have asked you to take triangle ADB and triangle CDE and prove that they are congruent by SAS test. Then they are asking you to take the help of alternate angles test. Then they are asking you to again prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ECB by SAS test. Then at last finally you are going to get BD is equal to half of AC. But in between steps are missing here. I'll be explaining the steps and you will be writing it down. Now for proof you have to start like this. In triangle ADB and CDE, look at the figure. ABD is here, CD is here. In triangle ADB and triangle CDE, segment AD is congruent to segment CD. Within brackets you have to write D is the midpoint of segment AC. Segment AD is congruent to segment CD. You have to write the reason as since D is the midpoint of segment AC. Angle ADB is congruent to angle CDE since they are vertically opposite angles. Angle ADB is congruent to angle CDE since they are vertically opposite angles. You have to write within brackets since vertically opposite angles. Segment BD is congruent to segment ED. Within brackets you write construction. This is because of our construction. So within brackets you have to write construction. Segment BD is congruent to segment ED. Within brackets you write construction. Therefore, you can see in this book, therefore triangle ADB is congruent to triangle CDE by SAS test. You all know the definition of SAS test. So triangle ADB is congruent to triangle CDE by SAS test. Side angle side test. Angle will be the included angle between the sides. Now, therefore, segment AB is congruent to segment CE. Within brackets you write corresponding sides of congruent triangles. CSCT, small letter C, S, C, T. Segment AB is congruent to segment CE, CSCT. That is the remaining congruent part of this triangle. Take it as equation number 1. And see, one congruent part is already mentioned. Now remaining there are two congruent angles. One congruent angle is already mentioned. Now there are two remaining congruent angles in this triangle. So, but we want only details about angle BAD. So we'll take up only that. So now corresponding angles of congruent triangles will be angle BAD is congruent to angle ECD. Within brackets you write CACT, corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Now, D lies between A and C. The point D lies between A and C. So, this angle BAD can be named as angle BAC, and also angle ECD can be named as angle ECA. So, the other way of naming will be, the other name of way of naming angle BAD will be angle BAC, and the other name of angle ECD will be angle ECA. So, write, therefore, angle BAC is congruent to angle ECA. Within brackets you can write A hyphen D hyphen C. That is, D lies between A and C, between this property. So within brackets you write A hyphen D hyphen C. Therefore, line AB is parallel to line CE by alternate angles test. Therefore, line AB is parallel to line CE by alternate angles test. Now, line AB is parallel to line CE and line BC is the transversal. Look at the figure. Line AB is parallel to line CE and line BC is the transversal. So, right. Now, line AB is parallel to line CE and line BC is the transversal. Therefore, angle ABC plus angle ECB is equal to 180 degrees. Within brackets you have to write interior angles. You all know that some of the measures of interior angles of the interior angles will be 180 degrees. So here angle ABC and angle ECB are interior angles. Hence we get the statement angle ABC plus angle ECB is equal to 180 degrees. Now instead of angle ABC we can write 90 degrees because measure of angle B is 90 degrees. So in the next step you will get, therefore 90 degrees plus measure of angle ECB is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, measure of angle ECB is equal to, take 90 degrees to the other side of the equal to sign. 180 minus 90 degrees. Therefore, measure of angle ECB is equal to 90 degrees. Now in the textbook you are asked to prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ECB. So you write, in triangle ABC and triangle ECB, in triangle ABC and triangle ECB, segment AB is congruent to segment EC. Within brackets you write from equation 1. We already proved this. I asked you to write equation 1 there. So now write, in triangle ABC and triangle ECB, segment AB is congruent to segment EC. Within brackets from 1. Angle ABC is congruent to angle ECB. Angle ABC is congruent to angle ECB since each is of measure 90 degrees. Otherwise, you can write each measures 90 degrees. Now, segment BC is congruent to segment CB. Segment BC is congruent to segment CB. Within brackets, you can write common side. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ECB. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ECB by SAS test. You have it here, over here. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ECB by SAS test. Therefore, segment AC is congruent to segment EB. Therefore, segment AC is congruent to segment EB. Within brackets, you have to write corresponding sides of congruent triangles. CSCT. When segments are congruent, the lengths are equal. So, therefore, AC is equal to EB. Take it as equation number 2. Therefore, AC is equal to EB. Take it as equation number 2. Now, BD is equal to half of EB. Now, BD is equal to half of EB. Within brackets, you write construction. Because according to our construction, we have taken BD is equal to DE. BD is equal to DE. So, BD will be half of BE. Look at the figure and write. Now, BD is equal to half of EB. Within brackets, you have to write construction. Now, what we are going to do? Because of equation number 2, that is, we have AC is equal to EB. So, we are going to replace the EB by AC. In this equation, EB has to be replaced by AC because of the second equation. So, now write, therefore, BD is equal to half of AC. It is there over here. You can copy it from here. Therefore, BD is equal to half of AC, as how it is written over here, you have to write. But within brackets, you have to write from equation 2. According to our equation 2, we have AC is equal to EB. So, instead of EB over here, we have replaced by AC. So, BD is equal to half of AC. Within brackets, from equation number 2. But what is BD? BD is the median. And what is AC? AC is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle ABC. So now we have proved what? In a right angle triangle, the length of the median of the hypotenuse is half the length of the hypotenuse. So at last you have to write the final statement. Hence, we prove that, then copy this. In a right angle triangle, the length of the median of the hypotenuse is half the length of the hypotenuse. Hence, we prove that in a right angle triangle, the length of the median of the hypotenuse is half the length of the hypotenuse. So you have to remember this. In a right angle triangle, the length of the median on its hypotenuse is half the length of the hypotenuse.